District 10 is a place to be. Having an opportunity to represent the last real black community here in San Francisco was very important to me. Not only just the black community, but all the communities of color that we have in District 10, from Bayview-Hunter's Point to Potrero Hill to Visitacion Valley to Dog Patch to Little Hollywood. So my family originally migrated from Louisiana, and they came and settled here in San Francisco. My grandfather worked on the shipyard. I had great uncles and aunts who either worked in the shipyard or they did some domestic work for other families here in San Francisco. Most of my entire life, it was just my mother and I. And so I was raised by a single mom, single parent family. My mom and I lived in West Point with my grandmother. We also stayed with my aunt in Potrero Hill. And that's where I spent my early years in San Francisco, as well as also spending some time living in the Haight. Well, it was important to me to become the supervisor of District 10 for so many different reasons. One, it's the place where I'm originally from. It's the place where I actually had my biggest opportunity after graduating from college, coming and working as the executive director of Young Community Developers and having the opportunity to run for the Board of Supervisors and be able to affect policy, affect change in the very community where my family is from.
My name is Kellie McCord, and I am the owner-manager, along with my husband Ken, of Mission Blue.
Mission Blue, really, we're neighbors first. And so when we first came to the neighborhood, we entered the story, we got involved, and we learned that there was an opportunity to get plugged into the merchant corridor. And so we see Mission Blue as kind of setting the table for the community to come together around good coffee, good pastries, and artisan gifts.
So when we moved to the neighborhood, we were volunteering in the gardens here, the beautiful greenways, and there was just so many butterflies, and I just asked, what's the butterfly of this area? And Fran Martin says the Mission Blue, and we said, well, if we ever open anything, we're gonna call it Mission Blue something, because I was in the chrysalis phase, and because the neighborhood was already so beautiful, and we wanted to be a part of the becoming along with the neighborhood, something beautiful, and we wanted to add value to that beauty.
One of the great hidden secrets of the Valley is that we're where the Crosstown Trail starts. If you're not familiar with the Crosstown Trail, it's a 17-mile trail that runs across San Francisco. And it cuts through not only our commercial corridor, but the greenways. And there are 6 stacked gardens that were built by the neighbors for the neighborhood. And they've been here for over 3 decades, and they're an incredible treasure.
The Rolling Roots Farmers Markets arrives in a truck every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. in the plaza, and there's fruits and vegetables, and they take EBT. It's accessible to every one of our neighbors. So we have our whole neighborhood meeting in the Greenway for fresh fruits and vegetables. And around that, we love to ask our local musicians to come. So it's really like an ecosystem over there on Saturday morning, which is one of our goals and just what a neighborhood is all about.
My name is Lisa Russell, and I'm co-owner of SF Dog Parlor. We've been here going on 9 years. Being that it's here in Visitacion Valley where I live, it's a quick walk to work. It's very diverse and everyone is friendly. It's rewarding getting to meet a lot of new people, a lot of different dogs. They love us being here, so that's a good thing.
We've done a lot here since I've been in office. We've opened another grocery outlet. We have a new Lucky store right in the Bayview Plaza, which is exciting. This facility that we're in right now, 1550 Evans, the brand new Southeast Community Center, is another amazing accomplishment for District 10. If you come from Visitacion Valley, across Bayshore and come into 3rd Street, you'll see a nice Bayview sign that demonstrates and reflective of, one, that you are coming into Bayview-Hunter's Point, but also it's an art project to make it more visually appealing when you enter into our community.
I'm Barbara Gratta, and I'm the winemaker and owner of Gratta Wines here in Bayview. We started winemaking as a hobby, actually, and in our garage here in the neighborhood. in 2006, and 2015 we had the opportunity to open a tasting room, which we have done in this space. And here we are, we've expanded a little bit to add in food options and cafe-like experience. I opened up the business in Bayview and was inspired by the community, having done a lot of pop-ups and events in the neighborhood, and we had amazing support and felt, let's try to take this to the next level, and that was really what sort of drove us, was the support that we got from the Bayview community. You can expect to get a local Bayview hospitality and welcome. You'll experience wine tasting without going to the wine country, because we are a small producer and we have not only our wines, but we've introduced some Italian varieties as well, so you can sit and enjoy all of that, plus some comfort style food.
My name is Anthony Womack. I'm 24 years old. I'm the owner of What's the Scoop Ice Cream, here located in the Bayview. When me and my siblings were younger, my aunt used to take us out to eat ice cream all the time, and that was just like our bonding time. We used to spend hours just eating ice cream and talking, catching up. One day my aunt came to me with an idea, why don't you bring an ice cream shop back here to the Bayview? There hasn't been one here in some time, so I thought it would be a good idea to bring something back to the community where I grew up at, and something I haven't seen recently as a new business come back to the community. I really want to create that environment, that sit-down environment where you can enjoy a banana split, a root beer float, a milkshake, etc. Just creating that environment for people to come in and enjoy. Pretty much got the passion to do it from being here in the community and from my family.
This past Black History Month, we celebrated with the parade that started at the Opera House that came down to 1550 Evans. So as we talk about beautification, as we talk about promoting the arts, as we talk about the culture of Bayview-Hunters Point and the things that we've been doing to make sure that we preserve opportunities for community to come together. And it's also a larger amount of people in community that have had the opportunity to come out and see what is going on. And we will continue to do that every Black History Month to promote not only our corridor here in the Southeast sector, to promote Black people coming together during Black History Month, but also to just put on display all of the talent, all of the great and amazing residents that we have here in San Francisco that come out to support and promote Black history during Black History Month.
My name is Lena Mills, and I'm the owner of Creative Ideas Catering and Cafe. What really inspired me to open my own company is because I was tired of working for somebody else. We have Colombian and Mexican food, and with our catering business, we have all diverse menus for any occasion. The menu comes from everything I learned when I was a kid. Growing up with my family, they always wanted to cook all different things. And so I learned how to do a lot of things that we now do here at the cafe. The vibe in District 10, it's amazing because we're in communication with Supervisor Shamann Walton, especially when he does like coffee. He talks with everybody in our neighborhood, that wants to talk to him and ask about how things are going with our community, right? And we get together with other businesses that has organized like cleaning, that in doing that in our neighborhood, on our street, and people see that all the businesses get together and they know what we were doing in the neighborhood. We open for breakfast, we open for lunch, we open for dinner. We do local events, with the churches, with the schools, at the park, and also with other businesses in the area.
My name is T. Minot, and I am the owner of Christopher's Books in San Francisco, Potrero Hill's independent bookstore. We've been here for 33 years. The bookstore is housed in a Victorian, owned by Peter Linenthal, who also runs the Potrero Hill Archives Project. This space has been used for a number of different things over the years, the pharmacy being one of them. what makes us unique is that we've maintained the original character of the space. If you look up here, you see the, ancient retrofitting. So these little drawers and everything, these are the original fixtures of what was here in the early, 1920s or so. One of my favorite parts is sitting in that chair out front and saying hello to people when they come in. And one of my favorite parts is when someone asks me to recommend a book. You have home, you have work. Well, a third place is a place where you look for community and you build community. And I think of Christopher's and other businesses like that as a third place. I've had kids who come in that I knew when they were born, and they've come in and introduced me to their kids. That's how long I've been here. And that feeling of history and connection and family, and just being a sole proprietor in one of the most amazing cities in the world, I still enjoy coming to work every day.
We definitely have a lot of amazing places to go here in District 10, whether it be some of the bars that have been around for decades, Il Parada and Potrero Hill, Bottom of the Hill, Connecticut Yankee. Now we have newer spots like Gumbo Social, Cafe Alma that is located in the India Basin. I'm just so excited about all the things that we've been able to do, but I wanted to make sure that as supervisor, I really addressed the concerns and issues that community had and left with tangible assets on the way out, but also with policies in place that will outlive me as a supervisor.